Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The English Habit. I'm Nina.
And I'm Jack. We're so excited to have you join us today for an episode that's all about making your everyday English sound incredibly natural.
Jack, you know what's crazy? Most English learners spend years studying grammar rules, memorizing words, but then when someone asks, "What's your daily routine?" they freeze up like a deer in headlights.
Oh, that's such a common scenario, Nina. It's because textbooks often teach very formal ways of speaking. But today, we're sharing the 15 most common English phrases that native speakers use every single day to talk about the routines.
That's right. These aren't your boring textbook phrases. These are real, natural expressions that'll make you sound fluent instantly. By the end of this episode, you'll be describing your day like you've been speaking English your whole life.
So grab your coffee, get ready to take some notes, and let's dive into the fascinating world of daily English routines.
All right, Jack, let's start with those morning moments we all experience. How do native speakers talk about waking up?
First up, instead of just saying, I wake up at 7 a.m. like a robot, native speakers often describe their sleep patterns with phrases like, I'm an early bird if you wake up early, or I'm a night owl if you prefer staying up late.
Great distinction. And when you actually get out of bed, you don't just wake up or get out of bed. You might say, I get up an atom, which means you're getting going with energy. Or even more cheerfully, rise and shine.
Here's something interesting. Research shows that 73% of native speakers use the phrase, I hit the snooze button, at least 3 times a week. And let's be honest, some of us hit that snooze button so many times, our alarms probably think we're playing whack-a-mole.
Guilty as charged. Another super common phrase, especially if you're not a fan of mornings, is I'm not a morning person. This is perfect when you want to explain why you're a bit grumpy before your first cup of coffee. But what comes next in your routine, Jack?
Now, when it comes to getting ready for the day, native speakers have some specific phrases that textbooks never really teach you, Nina.
That's so true. Instead of I wash my face, we often say I freshen up or I get myself together. These are broader terms for getting clean and presentable.
And when you're getting dressed, you don't just put on clothes. For casual wear, you might say, I throw something on, like, I'm just going to throw something on before I go to the store. But if it's for a special occasion, you get dressed up.
Here's a phrase that'll make you sound super natural when you're almost ready to leave. I'm getting ready to head out. This means you're almost done preparing to leave. And if you're running late, you might say, I rush to get ready, or I scramble to get out the door.
The bathroom routine also has its own vocabulary. You hop in the shower, not just take a shower. And you brush your teeth, though some people might playfully say, I gotta brush my pearly whites. What about when you're all ready to go, Nina?
Food time! This is where daily routine conversations get really interesting because food is such a big part of life. Jack, how do we talk about breakfast?
For breakfast, you don't just eat breakfast. You might grab a quick bite when you're in a hurry, or have a proper breakfast when you have more time to enjoy it. And for us coffee lovers, you'll hear, I can't function without my morning coffee, or I need my caffeine fix.
So relatable. During lunch, native speakers commonly say, I'm taking my lunch break, or simply, I'm grabbing lunch. For dinner, it's common to hear, I'm cooking up something if you're preparing it, or I'm whipping up dinner, meaning you're making it quickly.
And here's a stat that might surprise you, Nina. 68% of English speakers use the phrase, I'm starving, even when they're just moderately hungry.
We're so dramatic about food, Jack. We say we're starving when we haven't eaten for 2 hours, but then we're stuffed after eating 3 bites of dessert. It's all part of the fun.
Hey everyone, if you're finding these phrases super useful and they're already clicking for you, show some love by hitting that like button wherever you're listening. It really helps the channel grow and get these tips to more English learners.
And don't forget to subscribe to The English Habit and ring that notification bell so you never miss new English tips from us. Trust us, your future fluent self will definitely thank you.
Now, let's continue with more amazing phrases for your work and daily activities.
All right, Jack, when it comes to work and daily activities, native speakers have some fantastic expressions. How do we talk about going to work?
Instead of just I go to work, you'll commonly hear I head to the office if you work in an office, or simply I'm off to work. During work, you might say you're diving into projects, starting them with focus, or tackling your to-do list, working through your tasks.
For study time, students say, I'm hitting the books, meaning studying hard, or I'm cramming for exams, studying intensely right before a test. When you're super busy, you're swamped with work or up to your eyeballs in tasks.
And when the workday's done, you call it a day or wrap things up. These are very natural ways to say you're finishing work.
Here's something cool. The phrase, I'm in the zone, means you're completely focused and productive. It's used in work, study, and even exercise context. Speaking of exercise, what do people say about their fitness routines?
Fitness talk is huge in daily routine conversations, Nina. You don't just exercise. You'll hear, I work out, I hit the gym, or I get my sweat on.
For specific activities, people say, I'm going for a run or I'm taking a yoga class. Very straightforward.
When you're feeling lazy, you might admit that you skipped the gym, or jokingly say, I'm being a couch potato. But when you're motivated, you stick to your routine or push yourself to the limit.
Recovery is important too. You might say, I'm taking a rest day or I'm giving my muscles a break.
Research shows that 82% of people who maintain regular exercise habits use these specific phrases when talking about the routines. It's like having a secret fitness vocabulary club. But what about winding down in the evening, Nina?
Evening routines have their own special language. You don't just go home. You might say, I head home or I make my way back. Once you're there, you might unwind or decompress from the day.
For relaxation, people commonly say, I'm chilling out or I'm taking it easy. TV time becomes, I'm catching up on shows or I'm binge watching Netflix. And when you're socializing, you hang out with friends or grab drinks with colleagues.
Bedtime has its own vocabulary too. You might wind down for the night, get ready for bed, or turn in early, meaning go to bed early. Some people have a specific bedtime routine, while others just crash when they're exhausted.
And what about those glorious non-work days, Nina?
Weekends deserve special mention because the language changes completely.
You don't have a weekend schedule. You have plans, or you're keeping it low-key, meaning you don't have big plans, just relaxing.
For fun activities, you might say, I'm going to check out a new restaurant, or I'm going to explore a new part of the city.
Social activities become hanging out with friends, catching up with friends, or having people over, meaning inviting friends to your house. When you're being productive on the weekend, you tackle household chores or get stuff done around the house.
And here's a phrase that's pure gold for describing relaxed weekend vibes. I'm just going with the flow.
This means you don't have strict plans and you're being flexible.
Wow, Jack, we've covered so much ground today. This has been incredibly helpful for talking about daily routines naturally.
Absolutely. Let's quickly recap some of those top phrases and remind everyone how they can use them.
All right, phrases number 1, I'm an early bird or night owl.
Hit the snooze button.
I'm not a morning person.
Freshen up or get myself together.
Throw something on or get dressed up.
I'm getting ready to head out.
Grab a quick bite or have a proper breakfast.
Need my caffeine fix.
Whip up dinner.
I'm starving.
Head to the office or off to work.
Dive into projects or tackle my to-do list.
Call it a day or wrap things up.
Work out or hit the gym.
Unwind or chill out.
Binge watching Netflix.
Hang out with friends.
Turn in early or crash.
Keeping it low-key.
Going with the flow.
Great job, everybody. Remember, integrate these phrases into your daily practice.
All right, let's wrap this up. Today, we've armed you with 15 plus amazing phrases to describe your daily routine like a native speaker. The key takeaways are use specific, natural expressions for each part of your day, from hitting the snooze button to winding down at night.
Now, we're curious, are you more of an early bird or a night owl? And which of these phrases surprised you the most? Or which one are you excited to use right away? Drop your answers in the comments below. We love hearing from you guys.
All right, if this episode helped you level up your English and feel more confident talking about your day, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing content, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.
Speaking of routines, next week we're diving even deeper. We're sharing the 15 most common English phrases specifically for morning routines. You'll learn exactly how native speakers talk about those crucial first hours of the day. You definitely don't want to miss that one.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now.